Happy New Year, everybody! Leading into the way of 2025, SRI New Home Showcase is excited to bring you this blockbuster new launch, the Orie at Toa Payoh. So this launch has been the talk of the town since the land was actually bidded, and of course the location itself as well needs no further introduction. To top it all off, it is developed by three renowned developers, CDL, Frasers, �𝐓𝐡𝐞 House. Let's go meet our managing partner, Ken Loh, to find out more. So, Ken, tell us more about the name, the Orie.
So Orie is actually formed up with two Japanese words. The first one being O-R-I, Orie, is actually an extract from origami. And I-E at the back actually represents home.
Oh!
Right, so what the developers wanted to represent is actually a quiet sense of luxury through that art form of origami into homes that they're going to build. And of course later when we run through the development, you'll be able to see how this theme runs across all your facilities, because the architect actually used a lot of folded lines to design the entire building.
Right. So, Toa Payoh, what a location. It's been some time since we heard a launch happening in Toa Payoh. Tell us more.
So the last launch we have seen in Toa Payoh is actually about 9 years ago. It's actually the plot that is beside us, Gem Residences. So I believe there will be a very huge pent-up demand in this area when the Orie opens its door.
Alright, Ken, so what are some of the good schools around, Toa Payoh, the Orie?
So being matured heartland, the schools are always plentiful.
I would think so, yeah.
We are within 1 kilometer to 3 good primary schools.
Okay.
They include your 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐫𝐢𝐞 and your first Toa Payoh Primary School.
Now, next question I have. With the rising prices now, Toa Payoh HDB flats, the prices are going up north like crazy. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So I think that is one very important factor to know, that Toa Payoh sits on an area with the most number of HDB flats that have crossed $1 million. And so that means a lot, because when it comes to HDB prices, they are only valued because of how centrally located and how strong their attributes are.
Yep.
Because you don't have investors in HDB. So there's no speculation whatsoever. It means this area is one of the most livable for families alike. So I think everyone will also love to know, the Orie is also surrounded by $1 million value HDB estates, such as your Bishan, your Serangoon, 𝐓𝐡𝐞, and even including the upcoming Bidadari estate.
Right.
So HDB upgraders from these $1 million estates, I would say that they will definitely love to move closer to the town area. And I think it will be a catchment for Toa Payoh to have a huge resale demand in future as well.
Very nice. All the good stuff is in Toa Payoh, but tell us some other good stuff that we have no idea about Toa Payoh.
For someone who doesn't live in Toa Payoh, I got a few pleasant surprises as we are studying this area. So we already know that Toa Payoh is centrally located, but a lot of times we link it closer to the northeast.
That's true.
Because they are always linked to nearer to Serangoon, Bishan, Braddell, that area. But what is shocking to me was that when we did the study, we are actually only 4 stations away to Orchard.
No. Orchard?
Yeah, and it's just 4 stops along the northeast line. Your next station will be your Toa Payoh station.
Toa Payoh, Novena, Newton, and then Orchard. 4.
So that's how centrally located this entire area is. And if you zoom out on the map, you realize that Toa Payoh sits right in the middle of Singapore.
It's so cool.
It is alongside your Novena, alongside Bukit
Timah, it's all on that line.
On the same line. And you're only going to pay a fraction of the price to own such a centrally located development.
So Toa Payoh, tell me more about the connectivity of the MRT stations and all that.
So we know the Orie is just a short, less than 5 minutes walk away to
Braddell
MRT station. In fact, from Braddell MRT station, you are directly linked to another 5 MRT lines in just a maximum of 4 stations away.
Oh, nice. Right? Within 4 stops.
So 1 station away, we will be at Bishan MRT station. And that's where you have your sub-regional centre, and last year government announced that they will be building offices around the area already. So that will link you directly to your Circle Line. And then further down to Serangoon, where you get to link to your next, which is one of the largest heartland shopping mall. That is where you link directly to your Northeast Line. And of course,
that's 2 already.
And another 2 stations up north towards 𝐓𝐴𝐞, you will then link to your future Cross Island Line.
3.
And 2 stations down south, you will link to your Newton MRT station.
Oh, there's another interchange.
And
4.
you will link to your downtown line. And lastly, just 1 more station down to Orchard. You will then link directly to your
Thompson East Coast. 5. Oh, perfect.
So in other words, living within the Orie, just less than 5 minutes to the MRT station, you can link to the entire Singapore.
Ditch the car, take public transport. talking about all these value and good stuff, I think it's time for us to go check out the model. And as usual, I'm pretty sure it's going to be very majestic, so let's go see.
Let's go.
And Ken, as always, look at this model. I mean, CDL has done it again. It is always super majestic and you need to be here.
They have brought in new levels of luxury into the heartlands. Even the design of it reminds us of some of luxury condo within the District 9 that
in the city,
Yep. And what we have is actually two very majestic towering blocks of 40 stories high, sitting on close to 170,000 square feet of land. And we have a wide array of unit types of 1+ study all the way to 5 bedrooms. And I like how the architect has included their design of the origami within the Orie.
Ah, okay.
So as you can see from here, where the heart of the Orie is where the clubhouse is. You can see that they use a lot of folded lines. A lot of different layerings, and these characteristics actually runs across the whole development. If you look at the facade of the building, you can see that the white lines are also folded in a way that it looks like origami.
That's true.
Right, and on the other part of where the pool is, it reminds me of what I see in St. Regis resorts and stuff, where you have different layerings and a very quiet luxury that you find over there. With the main 50 meters lap pool, you can see that there's not much clutter. It's just kept very simple and very classy, right? And I like how this entire field looks like. So what the architect has achieved is also 100% landscape replacement with a total of 170,000 square feet of land. What they have achieved is to replace 170,000 square feet of landscaping across all the different layerings.
Right.
Which is why, other than tall buildings that were by itself will look cold and hard, now when you look across the entire development, it feels a lot more serene. So the Orie is actually elevated about 8 meters above the street level.
Okay.
So as you see, as we turn in through here, you will then be greeted by a grand arrival court. On the corner, you can actually see the trademark CDL residential services counter. So there will be people there to provide concierge services for you. Right. So as you turn into the car park, that is considered your B1 level. Like I mentioned, we are elevated 8 meters above ground. So even on the level 1 of your E deck, we actually don't look into the roads or anything.
Right.
So one special thing I like is under one of the conserved rain tree is a very nice sunken area hidden in the corner for dog run. Pets area.
Right.
And I love it because that's where you can freely unleash your dog, can run around the area.
That's beautiful.
So I think that's a very thoughtful add-on. Okay, so in speed, there are a total of 3 side gates that brings about a lot of convenience for residents. The side gate behind you will open directly to the bus stop, and then of course, within less than 5 minutes walk, you reach Braddell MRT. Okay, so the side gate at the back will open up and lead you 3 minutes walk to Palm Spring Wet Market, and there's an NTUC there. There are a lot of eateries and
a lot of basic amenities.
All the amenities that you need will be there.
Very nice.
Instead, I have a question.
Yes.
So if you think about Toa Payoh, what do you think of?
I know. That dragon playground, like iconic, right?
Yes.
Is it that one?
Yes.
Okay.
So the architect and the developer has brought this dragon playground
into Orie.
Wow. And I think this is a must to me because it represents Toa Payoh so much.
Yes, it does. So Ken, 2 towering 40 stories block. Can I just check what are kind of some of the views you'll be able to expect? I mean, surely you'll be very amazing, right?
Yep. So we have panoramic views all around.
Okay.
Because of the 40 stories height, and we are not surrounded by very tall buildings to begin with. They are all varying heights of 8 to 10, some 20 over stories. And the best part about our buildings, most of all our units are actually facing north or south, and that's where the best views are. Your views are fantastic, breathtaking, because it goes as far as all the way to the town area, the city area.
Nice. I think it's time for us to go check out the show unit, so let us bring you there.
Let's go.
And so we're here at the 2-bed, 2-bath, 2+ study, 700 square feet at the Orie. This is our show unit and it's super amazing. We're gonna get Bala, our cluster head, to share with us a little bit more. Bala,
hey, hi.
All the good stuff. Tell us more.
Okay, so as he mentioned, we are the 700 square feet 2+ study unit. Okay, so on my left over here, we have the study area, which is enclosable, comes with an aircon. You can easily convert it into additional storage space if you want it.
So Bala, this is actually quite sizable for a study, right?
Yes, it is. So if you look at the space, you can fit in a single size bed and you can still enclose the area.
Okay, yeah, that's true. All right, cool.
So over to the kitchen area, if you realize there is an L-shaped glass panel, okay, to enhance the view towards the living room. If you have kids playing in the living room while you're cooking, you can still watch them. So that's the beauty of this kitchen segment. And it's also tucked into one corner, which doesn't eat up the space into your living area.
So which means that it actually also gives us a proper dining space as well for the
Yes, you are right.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, cool. So Bala, tell me a little bit more about this layout. Like, 2 rooms on both sides, maximum space efficiency. What's all the good
Yes.
stuff?
So the benefit of having a dumbbell concept layout, right, is the fact that if let's say if you're an investor intending to rent out the rooms, okay, you have privacy for both your tenants.
That's true.
Okay, over and above, if you can look at this corner over here, comes with the dual access to the common bath.
Yeah.
Right, so you did not interrupt the usage of the bathrooms by individual tenants.
Right. Or if not, if you are entertaining, they actually do not need to enter your bedroom, right?
Yes.
You can just go.
You are
Okay,
right.
yep.
So that's the beauty about this layout. So the master bedroom balcony as well as the common room gives you the view towards the facility deck. You are also facing the pool area to enhance your views.
So we're at the 4-bedroom show unit at the Orie. 4-bed, 3-bath, 1216 square feet. And I hear that the views are amazing. So Bala, you do your thing, I'm going to enjoy the views.
Okay, so at the Orie, for the 4-bedroom units, the unique feature will be all the bedrooms, including the master, are actually lined up towards the south, giving you views towards the facility area as well as the swimming pool. And on a very high floor, you are actually looking towards the southern part of Singapore, which is your CBD and your Toa Payoh area. Right? So as we move towards the living and dining area, you realize that it is actually properly separated, your living and dining. Your dining gives you ample space for an 8-seater table. Okay, let's move on to the kitchen where I can explain more. Okay, so here at the kitchen, let's talk about the provisions. The kitchen top is of large format tiles. In terms of the appliances, your cooker hood, hob and the oven are by Dietrich. The 2-door fridge is by Samsung, and you have a separate washer and dryer which is also by Samsung. But what's interesting about this layout is the L-shaped area within the kitchen which leads you towards your household shelter and the WC. So there is ample space for your laundry needs.
So you've seen the 2+ study, you've seen the 4-bedroom, and now let us show you the 5-bedroom show unit. This is our very last show unit and it comes with a private lift.
5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 1,453 square feet, facing towards the north, giving you panoramic views towards the northern area.
Okay.
Right? So you have your dedicated dry kitchen area, comes in with the display unit, your cabinets, your shelvings, as well as a wine chiller. Right? You know what? You should actually come down and take a look for yourself to feel the space. Let me bring you to the master bedroom now.
Let's go.
So for the 5-bedroom layouts, the master bedroom size 15.9 square meters, you can fit in a king-size bed, 2 side tables, and you have ample walking space along the corridor. And you can even fit in a dresser or a study table.
Okay, so as we're sitting here for the closing, the dragon head is here, guys. So super iconic. But anyway, back to serious stuff. Can you share with us a little bit more about the price insights? How much do you think the Orie will sell for?
So based on the land price, at the time of this shooting, we do not have any indication from developer yet. But based on their land price, we believe they will be launching at an average of maybe about 2.6 plus per square foot.
Okay.
And we all know this is post-harmonization. So if we add back the aircon latch and some other small things, your actual PSF on the average should be about 2,005 thereabout.
Okay.
And because this is a very tall 40-story building, you expect to see very low starting from prices. And of course, units that are on a higher floor will definitely be paying a premium. So I believe there will be a very good range of prices, affordable entry prices for buyers to enjoy to come in. Speaking of which, Tier 1 resale in this area has already crossed the prices that we are going to launch.
For sure.
So for example, like 𝐓𝐡𝐞 and the Woodleigh residences, transacted prices are as high as about 2,004 to 2,006 per square foot already. And those are with aircon edges, right? And I think everybody should grab that chance, especially for such a rare plot like the Orie.
Right. Just to let you guys know as well, the preview dates will be happening from the 3rd all the way to the 14th, and the public booking will be on the 18th. So once again, my name is Ainsley.
I'm Ken.
And we look forward to seeing you at the Orie. Do contact your preferred SRI salesperson right now. Thank you. Bye-bye.